Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Kelsey here with the Keystone Crisis Intervention team, and we bring you today another volunteer spotlight. Here with us is Lisa Ryan. Lisa, how are you? Welcome. We're so excited to have you with us.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Kelsey. Thank you so much for asking me to do this.
Definitely. So, we like to start with just tell us a little bit about your background and what you're doing right now.
Sure. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, certified clinical trauma professional.
Wow.
I started my career back at the York County District Attorney's Office, where I was a victim witness coordinator. I then got the opportunity to move into a role with the Office of Victim Advocate for Pennsylvania as a victim assistance coordinator, where I got to provide notification to survivors across the state and support them in like during the parole process.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I also coordinated programs there, such as the Resilient Voices Speakers Bureau, um, providing space for survivors to share their stories, and coordinated our impact of crime classes, where they took place in the Pennsylvania correctional institutions, focusing on prevention and accountability.
Oh, wonderful. That sounds really interesting. Thank you.
I I moved into a social work role with the Office of Victim Advocate. I was very lucky for that position to open, where I provided advocacy and trauma services to survivors and created some support groups to help with understanding trauma and creating a healing environment for them. And that was a really special part of my
Mhm.
career. While doing that, I worked as an outpatient therapist, doing trauma and EMDR,
Oh, cool.
eye movement desensitization and reprocessing,
Yeah.
um, focused on post traumatic stress. Um,
So it sounds like you have done a little bit of everything.
I actually moved to about a year ago to Wellspan Health for an opportunity that involved behavioral health social work, and it's a new program called Restorative Pain,
Oh,
um, and we incorporate a transdisciplinary approach, so multi-disciplines, PT, nutrition,
oh,
physician,
wow.
myself, and offer yoga, massage, uh,
Fantastic.
acupuncture to those dealing with chronic pain. So,
Oh,
uh,
wow. I've never heard of this. I'll definitely have to look into it. That sounds really holistically restorative for individuals.
definitely,
Fantastic.
definitely a great experience. I joined KCIT about 13 years, or in 2013, I took the KCIT training. So I've been a member for a while.
Yeah.
And I was brought to KCIT from other advocates in the field that were volunteers, and was really looking forward to meeting others in my line in my field and
Yeah.
being able to support the community on a different level than what I was doing just in my community in York County.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. One of the things we do hear from people that obviously we join KKIT for so many different reasons, but one thing that people usually talk about as an unexpected benefit is the connections, and so that's always wonderful to hear from our volunteers that it's getting to help people, but also getting to share and connect with other victim service providers can be so important as well.
Mhm.
So for people who are maybe interested in KKIT, how do you answer the question of the KKIT volunteer or to take our group crisis intervention training for somebody who's maybe just heard of us?
I would say, I took the training, well over 10 years ago, and it was probably one of the best things that I've done in my career because, I've made a lot of great friends and colleagues, and also really gotten to see community resilience firsthand, and been able to support not only my community when when traumatic events occurred, but be able to support people, other communities across the state, that were different from my culture and things that so I also got a lot of learning and growth from this.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful. Thank you. One thing we do like to ask is, do you have a fun or interesting tidbit about yourself that you'd like to share?
Of course, I will share about the little girl that keeps me motivated and keeps my day wonderful every single day. My daughter Molly, she's about 3.5.
Oh,
So she is my highlight of my day every day now. So
oh my gosh, I love it. Have you guys done anything fun for the summer?
go to the beach here soon and visit my sister and give her some time with her cousins. So
Oh, I love that. Thank you. Lisa, do you have anything else you want to share for anybody just to about KKIT or your experience with us?
no, definitely recommend, being a volunteer for KKID. The ripple effect of um, how traumatic events affect a community as a whole. It just there's so much need for what we do, and it's wonderful to be able to support people through that and offer my skills in a slightly different way outside of my work.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being with us today. We really love highlighting our volunteers and sharing their amazing contributions to Pennsylvania's citizens. So, thank you again for being with us. And thank you to all who are watching our Volunteer Spotlight series. We will see you again in the fall and stay cool. Have a wonderful summer, everybody. Thanks again, Lisa.
Thanks for having me.
Take care.